What's up, Rockstars, and welcome to my announcement for the big 2022 fundraiser for the channel. I have a lot of games that I am going to be sending out to you guys as thank you for your donations. I have a whole new website I'm going to show off. There's a lot to discuss, so let's dive right in. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Into the AM. As a company that believes hard work and a great product is a proper way to conduct business, I am delighted to have them as part of the channel. They have some of the coolest graphic t-shirts around and an absolute best fit and feel that has continually exceeded my expectations. With new shirts arriving all the time and other products like boxers, hats, and even a monthly shirt club, I wholeheartedly recommend them to you. Check out the link in my description of this video for an exclusive 10% off everything they sell. As always, a huge shout out to my patrons and YouTube members. It is through their financial support that this channel is possible. Throughout the year, I rely on them to be able to fund everything that I do on this channel. It's completely funded through the YouTube channel itself, so they're a big part of that. So thank you so much to all of them, and of course to all of you guys too in the community. I couldn't be doing this without any of you guys. It just wouldn't be possible. At least not the scale that I'm doing it now, and hopefully not the scale I'm doing it this time next year. Looking back at what last year had and looking back at what I did this year, and I think I'm really happy with a lot of the effort I put into it, especially doing more reviews, stuff like that, and showing off even more content. I had over 170 videos this year, and the year's not over yet. This is already more than 170. So I hopefully did a lot, and hopefully you enjoyed that. If you appreciated anything that I did over the course of this year, or maybe years past, and I've helped you make a good purchasing decision for you, either turning you on to something that ended up being really, really cool for you, or maybe warning you off from something that wouldn't have been a good fit for you, then I am so happy, and hopefully you do appreciate that. So, and with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and let Andrew, one of my patrons that has been running this, kind of explain the general synopsis of this, and I'll catch you on the other side to talk about all the games that are available and how you can get them.
What's up, Rockstars? Andrew here. I just want to quickly thank you for coming at least this far to check out our fundraiser to help give back to Michael King, the King of Average. This project was initiated and organized by a few of his patrons over the past year, and we wanted to continue that effort this year. And it was just a tremendous whopping success last year, and we raised a total of $10,500 for Michael King and his family. So that was just truly special to be able to do that, and we'd like to continue to do that on a yearly basis. And it's just a lot of fun. It's a great community effort, and it brings us all together. The reason behind this campaign is that we patrons truly value Michael's unique perspective and honest approach when it comes to reviewing board games and other content. One of his core measures is to not accept financial support directly from publishers, so as to minimize potential biases in his reviews, unboxings, etc. So, we really appreciate that approach. And what you may not realize is that it takes him countless hours of research, filming, editing videos and audio, all while maintaining a full-time Monday through Friday job with a family with 4 children and a beautiful wife. I can't even imagine what it takes to run that whole operation and that family unit. So you guys, he brings us the content that you enjoy, that I enjoy on a weekly basis, and this is just a way in which we can give back to him and thank him for all of that truly hard work. And I just want to thank you all for being here, and I just want to wish you and yours the best over the holidays, and I hope you all have good health and prosperity in the new year. Thank you so much. I'm Andrew, King of Average patron.
All right, welcome back. Okay, let's just actually dive right into all of the cool games that are available, because there are a ton. A ton. So this is the website that I created for this purpose. It'll eventually have other stuff. We'll talk about that throughout the year, perhaps. Maybe we'll even talk about that in an update. But for now, you can see the general synopsis. There's kind of an introduction thing. This is where this video is going to actually be. Then there's a latest update. There's already an update welcoming you guys there. You can subscribe to get email updates each time I do update it. An explanation of how it works. We're going to go in and explain that. I actually have some stretch goals. That's going to be kind of fun. And then, of course, how to donate. There's also an FAQ. There's a whole comment section. You can see all the updates here. There's a lot here, okay? But I want to talk about the game. So I'm going to go through this real quick. I'm skipping by a lot of this because right here, you'll see a section called Thank You Gifts and a Show Thank You Gifts question mark. You select that and boom, you get a whole big old list here of a ton. To go over just them really quick, we have an Harakiri All In. We have a Ronin pledge for Harakiri. We have the Aeon Trespass Odyssey 5 cycle bundles. That's all of the game. We have 2 copies of the Batman Gotham City Chronicles RPG campaign that they're doing. You get all of it. All in. There's 2 copies of that available. Primal the Awakening, the Core Plus stretch goals, so there's a lot of game there. The Witcher, the Old World prototype. There's going to be the Mythic Battles Ragnarok prototype. There's the Chronicles of Drunagar 1.1 all in. There's Arena of the Contest 1.0 all in. There's a Limbo Eternal War 1.5 all in. That means it's the new Limbo Eternal War with all of the expansions. That's huge. Descent 2nd Edition, that comes with Lair of the Worm, Shadow of the Necrol, and Stewards of the Secret. So a whole lot of heroes available for you to play through Descent 2E. And that actually is with 2 core box campaigns, actually. Didn't put that in there. There was enough there already. We got a Solomon Kane All of Wave 1 that's up for grabs. Masters of the Universe Fields of Eternia. That's the Archon version, the prototype. Though, that being said, it also comes with the Mounted She-Ra and King Hiss miniatures plus their game card. There is Judgment Eternal Champions prototype. Beautiful prototype there. Aeon Trespass Odyssey Prelude, that prototype, again, also looks fantastic. And it's hours and hours of gameplay in that one. Black Rose Wars Magister Pledge. That's a core plus a stretch goal plus Inferno on top of that. There's the Massive Darkness Lightbringer Pledge. That also includes the Troglodytes and the Warrior Priest versus Spear Maiden Cyclops. And that one has some of my painted miniatures in there. So that's fun. You get to see some of the very first miniatures I painted on this channel. All those old ones like the Cave Spider, they're all there. That's a lot of fun, I think, for anybody who wants that. Just something neat for you guys there. Let's see. We have the Tainted Grail plus Masters of Avalon. We have that's also with the painted mini. Clash of Rage plus the Worshippers all in. So that's both campaigns, all of it. It's up for grabs as well. We have the Chronicle X all in, that Wave 1 and Wave 2. It is delivered. It is available. You guys can get that. Twisted Fables Core. We have 3 copies of the final production and then my 1 prototype available as well. So 4 total copies of the Twisted Fables card game. Fantastic game. And that's not with the one with the miniatures, so not the deluxe edition there. We got the Steam Watchers all in, which is awesome. We got the Steam Watchers gameplay all in as well. So we got 2 different versions there. Obviously one a little bit more than the other. You get the like neoprene mat, stuff like that. We have the Dungeons and Lasers. And this is like an epic bundle. It has the Fantasy Terrain starter set, 2 of them. The Sci-Fi starter set, 2 of them. Dwarven Mine Room, Hall of Heroes Room. All the stretch goals, Drukar, Animal Companions, a Xeno Dragon, and Marduk the Tyrants. There's a lot there. That is a huge amount. You will have mountains of plastic if you get that. That is like awesome. Elder Scrolls Call to Arms. This is the base game, plus the Stormcloak starter, plus the Imperial starter, plus Bleak Fall Borrow. We have the Fractal Beyond the Void prototype, the Force of Radagos prototype. What a gem that prototype was. I love that one. Whoever gets that is going to love it. It's such a there's also some craftsmanship in it. It's very endearing. I love that one. That one's great. Let's see. What else do we have? We have the Bantam West copy. That's huge. Anybody who likes Shadows of Brimstone, maybe that like city phase, where you're like kind of living the life. This is like that on steroids, but it looks awesome. So that's really cool. We have Velocity Vanguard, a whole core pledge there. The Red Dragon and Allies. We got Dungeon Decorators. We got Enchanters, an ultimate pledge up for grabs. We have Hate, the core box, which, as you recall, the core box is like this big. No joke. Life-size person on it. Massive, massive thing there. Oko Chronicles. We have 4 copies of that. We also have 4 copies of the Guardians Chronicles Clash of Heroes. It plays just like Oko, but with superheroes. And there's some like competitive version of it too, where you guys can compete, which is kind of cool. Let's see. We got Reichbusters Project Vril all in. So Arcadia Quest with it's the Space Marauders Pledge plus the Zenith Invasion and the Thorn Troopers. Both of those were Kickstarter exclusive expansions. We have the Ancestor Valkyrie all in, or Varik. I can't pronounce his name. He's amazing. I showed him off. He's like this Norse dude. Looks fantastic. What a great mini that one is. And that's like with the physical pledge too. So that's awesome. We have 2 copies of Space Kraken. That is a very cool, like a dungeon crawl in space that's in a book. That's literally, you play it in the book. Very, very cool concept. Highly recommend clicking that Kickstarter to kind of see what I'm talking about there. It's very unique compared to anything else on here. We have Townsfolk Tussle prototype, the Monster Apocalypse prototype, the Resident Evil prototype, the Senjutsu prototype, the Gatefall. We have a Kickstarter 1 all-in and a Kickstarter 1 plus Kickstarter 2 all-in. So 1 is obviously bigger there. We have the Wild Ascent 1.0 all-in, the Wild Ascent Vaughn Rising prototype, Monster Hunter World prototype, Ancient Blood prototype, Cyber Odyssey prototype, Radiant Offline Battle Arena. This is the core box there. We have Batoku, the core box there that I showed off. Dungeons of Dragmar core, that's a very big one. Like literally, it's huge. It's very, very big. Limbo 75mm demon. We have actually 2 of them. You can go and click at that link there to kind of see those. And then we have just another copy of the other version of them. We have Street Fighter collectible card game, a whole booster box of cards, a ton of cards. If you wanted to get into that game, or if you already have, that's a huge amount. Or if you're just a Street Fighter fan like I am, very cool just to look through all the different cards there. There's a ton there. Let's see, what else do we have? We have the Kabula prototype, the Aesopia prototype, the Signum Games Kitsu Clay Ministers, super, super cool Fox people. We have the Storm Thunder 2 miniature packs. We actually have 6 of those. They're like a 2-pack of miniatures. Super cool. Nice premium. Comes with a little art piece as well. Very, very nice. We have a amazing hand-drawn epic map by one of my patrons. It is amazing. Seriously, click that Kickstarter. Be impressed. We have the Upzone Cathedral if you want some terrain real quick. That is there. It is a prototype version. Still looks great. And, of course, then we have Tower Wolf, the Valley of the Kings core. 4 copies of that. And 4 copies of Fortress Clans, the Coterie of the White Wolf. These are card games by the people who did Oko Chronicles. We have Houston. We have a Dolphin, which was signed by the creators. And Tinner's Trail. Whew. Okay, so that's the quick view of them all. So you got a little bit of context there. The thing I wanted to now talk about really is just an explanation. Okay, so how does this work? Okay, now I have this how it works here, but I'm not going to like regurgitate it all. You guys can definitely read this. Essentially, what happens is this is a pure donation. Don't go into this just trying to get an item and that's your only purpose. If that is your only purpose, I suggest you put your money towards a pledge towards it or to funding or whatever. This is a donation to the channel so that I can use it to go to cons, buy more equipment, get a good studio set up, buy more games to show off. It's an expensive hobby, as you guys know, and it's all funded through the funds I receive here. So, and of course, investing into some big, exciting things that I'll start talking about throughout the year, especially depending on how this goes. Maybe I'll even reveal some of it early. Again, it all depends on how this goes here. I don't have a lot of expectations. Really, it's all up to you guys and what you decide, the content that I make is worth to you that you're able to do. So anyway, with that being said, you choose to donate. You come over here, you click the donate now, and then you can select your amount. You'll notice as you hover over this, you have different entries. These are essentially how we pick the thank you gifts. So you'll see a breakdown here all the way up to 600 and then it resets. You can do a custom amount if you so choose. Minimum is $1 and literally can't make it a 0. So $1 is the least amount and that is totally fine. That being said, it's 10 for 1 entry. Okay, so let's go and just do 10. We just want 1 entry, go to continue. You put in your information. You can make this anonymous if you don't want to have your name displayed. I understand that. Whenever I donate personally, I never ever mark it. There was one time I was forced to after like donating like some of my time, not money, and it really actually bothered me. I typically don't like putting my name down on anything. So I understand that if you want to do that, that's totally fine. You can leave a comment. The comment will show up like right here. Everybody will be able to see your comment, including me. It'll make me smile. Trust me, I will read these every day. I love it. And then you can actually choose to donate. You can donate through PayPal. You can donate through a credit card. You can donate through Google Pay if your Chrome or your phone supports it. And there is an Apple Pay that, again, will also only show up if that's available on your phone, like if you're viewing it on the iPhone and probably Safari. I'm not an expert there. So there are different ways you can go ahead and donate. You choose whatever is most available to you or convenient to you. All of them have a few fees, some more than others, but don't worry about that. Just do whatever makes sense for you. Okay, you can click that thank you gift to show these. And then this is required. It says, please provide your top 10 picks from the thank you gifts list above. Now, if you don't want anything, you just put not applicable or some funny message or whatever the heck you want in there. That's fine. Otherwise, go ahead and list your favorite ones. You can extend this if you want. You can refer to this and copy paste out or whatever, and go ahead and put them in order. What'll happen is at the end of this fundraiser, which is currently set for January 14th, at the end of the day there, my local time, we'll then go ahead and pick some of the donors and then go and see, okay, what's your top available item? And then see if that item is still available. If it is, congratulations, you will get that item. You will have to pay some shipping fee. Now, it's only some because Panic Roll Games actually is helping partially reduce this, bring that cost down to you guys. Some of these ship pretty easily. They're just a regular box. Some of them ship a little expensive, like especially some of the prototypes, because they might be in multiple boxes. It might not store very well. Just depends. If you're getting an all-in, again, you're having to pay for that. So just be aware of that. Now, the reason we have you guys pay for that instead of me is because that way I'm not taking Bob's donation money to send it to Jill. Right? I don't like doing that. I want every single dollar that you guys give to go where you're wanting it to go, which is exactly one of the reasons why I went through here instead of GoFundMe. The last year's GoFundMe, they took a huge amount, thousands of dollars went to their fees, which was crazy. So just a real big bummer on that. And I want to make sure that I can do things the way I want to do it, so I can put stuff like stretch goals in there if I want, or make it really community driven. For instance, in the comments here, this supports GIFs. So I'm not logged in right now, but if I was, you'll see a little GIF icon. I got GIFs, okay? I got images. I'm all about the community here. You guys know that. So you better believe I had a comment section. So anyway, you go through there and then you submit it and then you're done. That's it. That's all you need to know. I'll live stream the announcement of who won what sometime in late January, it sounds like, or mid-January perhaps. So yeah, that's it. That's the explanation. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Of course, feel free to ask. Anywhere you find me, whether it's here on YouTube, whether it's here on the page, or just through email, I want you to be able to do that. In fact, the FAQ here, which feel free to go ahead and expand these. They all have stuff. What if I have more questions? Bam, you can contact me right here, okay? So feel free to do that. Now, if you are a patron or a YouTube member and you're watching this and you're thinking, well, okay, that's great, but what about us? I will do something for you guys right afterwards, okay? I'll keep it a little bit more private. I already have some stuff available. Will be having a special event just for you guys, because at the end of the day, you guys have been here long before Fundraiser, and you'll be here even afterwards too. And of course, if you want in on that and audio updates and stuff like that, there is a link down below to my Patreon. There's also, of course, a link down below to this website here. Currently, all it does is this fundraiser. More coming soon. I'll just leave you with that little tease there. Guys, again, thank you so much for an amazing year. Thank you so much for making proof that you can actually run something for a community driven by the community that wants it, so that you don't have to go out elsewhere and try and beg for money from other companies and kind of bend to their knee and do things the way they want to do it. And instead I have that freedom, and that's all thanks to you guys. Whether it's just you here sitting there watching this without an ad blocker, or whether it's just you commenting and being a part of this community so that other companies see, hey, this is like a legitimate community I should try and reach out to. So regardless of your participation level, thank you so much. And with that, I'll let you guys go. Have a great holiday break, guys. Take some time, take a break from work to spend with your family, friends, and loved ones. If you don't have any, let me know. Seriously, contact me, and we'll have a chat. We'll talk. I'll make sure you have somebody to talk to over the wonderful holiday break that we all have. All right. With that being said, guys, have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye, guys.